fellas, this is Vince Miller. Thank you so much for joining me for our devotional. We are in Proverbs chapter 5. I'm going to read verses 15 through 19. Here's what Solomon says to his son in very cryptic language. He says, "Drink water from your own cistern, flowing water from your own well. Should your springs be scattered abroad, streams of water in the streets, let them be for yourself alone and not for strangers with you. Let your fountain be blessed and rejoice in the wife of your youth, a lovely deer, a graceful doe. Let her breast fill you at all times with delight and be intoxicated always in her love." So fellas, I think it's pretty entertaining if you read this chapter, how Solomon chooses to be a little bit euphemistic with his language at specific points, but at other points he's pretty direct about what he's getting after. I kind of wonder if this infers that having the talk with a son is something that's always been challenging. So if you're a father out there with a teenage son, you're not the only one who finds this conversation a little difficult at times. And I think this section of the talk is vital, because Solomon's not just telling his son what not to do, but what he should do when it comes to sex. He's giving him direction for the greatest sexual pleasure. And the greatest pleasure is found by drinking from his own fountain, well, and cistern, or whatever euphemism you want to use here to talk about having sex, right? Gentlemen and sons out there, the greatest sexual pleasure you will ever find is pleasure found God's way. Pleasure discovered within God's boundaries, practiced His way, and bathed in selfless love. And once you know this, nothing else will bring you the sexual satisfaction that you want here on earth. Solomon describes it as like lovely and graceful and fulfilling and delightful and intoxicating, because he knows this experience and he wants his son to know it too. So son, the lesson is this: pursue sexual pleasure because God wants you to experience it. But don't pursue it your way. If you do, you're only settling for second best. Only pursue it in God's way. Heed Solomon's wisdom. Drink from your own cistern. I love you, son. I love you guys. I'll see you right back here again tomorrow.